what makes me happy? Friends. Companionship. I feel like because we're all made to be with. I feel like we're made to want companion.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely can't live life without having that. It boggles my mind. Like it blows my mind how there are people living by themselves.
Yeah, I don't do it.
In one house. Every year in, year out. I can understand, people that don't get on with their families, because mad things happen all the time. But to just choose to be by yourself, for me, I can't do that.
No.
I feel like I find happiness in companionship.
What makes me happy is like making other people happy. Like for me, like I'm type of.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm type of. I want to make everybody happy. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
that's sweet.
Because for me, like if I can make someone's day every day, like I'm happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, that's why even when I'm tired or like maybe I'm not even in the best mood or like I've got a lot going on, I would never want to bring what I'm going through on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm obviously everybody deals with stuff differently, but like I always still try to make sure whatever I'm going through, it doesn't impact the people around me.
Yeah, I feel I don't want to be a burden. I never want to be a burden. I feel like there are times when I'm probably going through something and I want to call my friend and not knowing that, my friend could be going through something as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit sticky when I'm like, I've got a problem, but I need to check, are you okay first before I can talk about my issues.
Yeah.
What's your love language?
Oh, mine, I say I'm very affection. I need that. I need to be held or touched or
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Right.
Yeah. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
So no spending time. No spending time. No gift giving. Because I think it's gift giving, spending time, physical touch. There's a bunch of them. I can't remember all of them. So yours is just physical touch.
Well, I think for me, I'm a very affectionate person. I mean, like, I don't really know. I'm just like reassurance. You know what I mean? I need a lot of. Well, I think if I'm with somebody, I need that reassurance.
Yeah.
You know, like if I've got a partner, so I think them always reassuring me that like complimenting me or this that to making me feel like okay, this person is secure for me. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know, and for me, like what else makes me happy is like what do you call it? Like going gym.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was waiting for you to say that.
Because for me, I want to keep in shape.
Yeah.
I've got to the point now I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah,
you know
usually you go to the gym in the morning before work.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
And the thing is, as well, I think it's good for me mentally.
Oh
you know
yeah,
100%. You know what I mean? It's good for me mentally. And it's good to release, frustration.
Yeah,
you know
they release endorphins as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good. Yeah, and I'll say for me, what else makes me happy is obviously eating. I love eating.
Yeah, but then I also I don't know about that one because it could be like, eating for comfort.
No. Me, I just love it because I love good food.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Arnold loves good food. Yeah. And you know what else? Yeah, I love women. And
women make you happy.
Yeah, but it's gonna sound weird, but it's not even like not even in a sexual way, but it's more like I don't know what it is about women. I like having female friends. I don't know what it is about it.
Oh, you like that energy.
Yeah.
You like the energy we exuberate.
Like if someone told me what would you prefer, having a male friend or a female friend, I'd say I'd pick having a female friend.
Stop.
Yeah?
We're lit.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
You know what I mean? I just feel like.
But why?
I think for me.
I feel like.
Because I think for me I'm not a typical guy, innit?
What do you mean you're not a typical guy? You're a guy, aren't you?
No, I am a guy, but like I'm not a guy that is like, oh yeah, let's talk. I beat this girl today. I've done this today. Like always hyping up the man them.
Now we're going to a stereotype. Yeah? Not all guys are like that. So, just because you're not like that doesn't mean you're not a typical guy.
I feel like with girls you have more deep conversations. Obviously with the man them you can have deep conversations. Some of them, not all. But I feel like with girls you can have deep conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go into conversations you wouldn't have with guys. So I like that conversation that you have more of a wider depth conversation with females than you would with man them. You know what I mean? You know?
I feel like because we spend our time doing it. I did like there was like a study in sociology where we learned about how a lot of girls grow up talking, communicating, and guys just don't do that. I think we called it playroom. Boys play and girls stay in the room and talk.
Yeah.
But not all girls are like that though. Some girls don't want to talk for long.
No, they don't. No.
But I feel like because us two, we're like phone people, but not everyone's like that.
No, not everyone's like that. No.
People just rather just see a text.
Yeah.
I can't do text.
I know, I can't as well.
Because I feel like so many things get lost in translation.
Yeah.
And have you ever had like a breakup text and it's through text? It's not through the phone.
I've had it once, yeah.
How wild is that?
You know, for me,
wild.
I don't,
it's too wild.
No, the thing is, for me,
they don't rate you.
Disrespectful.
Honestly, they don't. No, there's no
Proper
ratings.
Disrespectful. Proper disrespectful.
Bottom of the barrel.
But the funny thing is,
I don't understand it.
she wanted to get back with me after.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I told her, nah.
I don't. I think some maybe just want to avoid the confrontation, which I feel like is more cowardly. Imagine like what a 2-year relationship breaking up through text.
I won't even do it on the phone.
Will you do it face to face?
Yeah, I won't do it on the phone. I think
even on the phone is bad. I don't know. In the phone is a bit more respectful.
I feel it is, but I feel like if this person meant so much to you, do it in person. You know what I mean? I just feel like.
So you want to see their face as you're breaking their heart?
Well, I just feel like
it's sticky.
It's more real. You know
I don't know.
Because like, let's say
I get you though.
Let's say if I broke up with you now, on the phone, it's like it's like an interact because you don't know that person really happy about it. Because some people break up people, but they're really happy about it. They're not good about it.
I think majority of people breaking up are not going to be happy about it unless if they hate you.
No,
but more times.
No, but some people break up with you and they're like, oh yeah.
I think the person doing the breakup also feels the same pain, if not worse, because they're letting somebody else go. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the pain is still the same. It doesn't matter if they're the ones. I'm a firm believer that it's still going to hurt them.
Well, I think
it depends on the kind of relationship you had. If it was toxic and they want to get rid of you, then maybe they'll be a bit happy about it. But if it was genuinely a good relationship and you're just falling out of love or, you know...
But they say not people, when people break up, people, they're mentally prepared for it. It's not something that's happened.
Yeah, like
they've been thinking about it
big
for a
themselves
while.
up to it, like...
Well, especially with girls. Girls, they're thinking about it. They say normally with girls, it's more something that they've thought about for a while. It's not today, it just happened. While with guys, it could just be like, at that moment, that girl's done something really bad to offend them.
It's really impulsive. That's really impulsive.
What?
That way of mentality that guys have.
Yeah, but I think...
It's out of the blue, it's done. It's finished.
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore.
I respect that though. Because for me, like, if you've done something really, 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 really bad, then yeah, I'll break up with you. But I feel like...
What if the girl's asking for forgiveness? Just forgive me.
No, but
on that spot, because I've done something mad. It's too mad. You can't talk through it. You want to break up there now. It's finished.
Listen. I'm not the type of person. I'm a ride or die type of guy. But if you've done something and I've told you, listen, I don't like what you're doing 100 times, then you know what I mean. There's gonna be that breaking point. You know what I mean. But the thing is, I feel like when you're thinking about breaking up with somebody, for like maybe let's say a week, 2-3 weeks, or how long you've been thinking about it, in a way you're deceiving that person. Obviously everyone's different in it, but I feel like people give up too easily these days.
100%.
So I feel like
100%. Nobody wants the struggle committee anymore. Nobody wants to do the struggle committee.
So you have to do because for me, like the way I was brought up anyway, like I won't just break up with somebody. That's why I've never broke up with no one.
Oh wait, but you've never broken up with someone?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Seriously?
Mm-mm.
So nothing gives you the ick?
No, I've wanted to. Even my ex, I nearly walked away twice.
Something must have kept you there. So what kept you there?
The thing is for me, I've never wanted to be a person to hurt somebody.
So you would sacrifice your own happiness to stay in a relationship that you don't want to be in just because you don't want to hurt your partner?
It's not that. It's not even that I didn't want to. I still want to be with the person. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Now you're kind of reflecting back on the relationship like, yo, what happened here? But that's why she's your ex for an extra reason. Would you go back though?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Because I feel like we've had this conversation before, ages ago, and you said yeah, in a heartbeat.
Never.
Too much has happened.
Well, not even that. It's because you broke up with me and then made me look like the bad guy when you've done all that.
I get what you mean. Do you feel like you've healed from the breakup? Do you feel like there's a way that you can heal from it? Or are you taking steps to try and heal?
I think the only way I can heal from it is if I get closure from her.
Closure is a myth.
No.
It doesn't exist.
No, because the thing is, listen, I want to...
You can't... Sometimes there's literally no answer for stuff. You could be searching like, why did this happen? Why did this end? Tell me what you did, or tell me where it went wrong. You're never going to get the answer. And most people, they'd rather not tell you. Because some guys can be really cowardly about it. They don't want to tell you what you've done to upset them, or what you've done that, or it might not be anything that you've done, but they just, they don't want to tell you. Closure doesn't exist. I've just come to accept it, that when things have ended, that's it. There's no need for a conversation. It depends. I don't know. I haven't been in like a proper long, serious relationship that maybe, closure might be absolutely necessary. But in the situations that I've personally experienced, it doesn't exist. Because what kind of whatever you want to or imagine for her to say, she might not even say it. Well, so you have this interpretation of like, oh yeah, she's gonna say this, she's gonna say that, she's gonna come up with this, and then you're just gonna be let down. She might not have anything to say, she might disappoint you as well, and then be like, "Rah, why did we even have this conversation? I'm more hurt than before."
Who, me?
No, I'm just saying that you don't know what she could say. What she might say might even make things worse. You just don't know. There's too much that I know about her that's happened since. No, but these are things you've heard from other people. You haven't heard it from her directly, so you don't know. People like to chat. No. But she's told like to spread rumors. She's told people this. Have you ever thought about therapy?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it from my workplace. I'm waiting for them to get back to me.
I think it could be really helpful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into it, but haven't taken the steps to. I think everyone needs to. I think everyone needs to. Everyone needs therapy? Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone needs therapy, definitely. There's not one person that doesn't need it. Oh yeah, definitely. We all need it. Yeah. It's good to overload. Yeah. I can't say much about cheating though, because I haven't, by the grace of God, I haven't gone. No. It's not nice for me. It's not nice for me. Yeah. I know people who've, well, I don't know a person, but I've heard people who've even killed people because they found out someone cheated. Majority of deaths come from partners. Majority of deaths. There's like a statistic that most people are killed by their partner. Wild, right? Really? For real, it's a statistic. Check on your phone. It's there. They've been killed by the partner? Yeah. Bear. Are you serious? Yeah. So be careful. Be careful who you choose as your partner. And the thing is, you know what it is though? That's the thing. Because there's some crazy people. Like people need to be careful who they cheat on because some girls are crazy and they don't mind. Oh yeah. We all have dark sides. You know people. That, people that kill people. It's not like they've maybe even been killers in their life, or they've maybe said, "Oh, I'm gonna kill." So you don't believe that people are born evil? No. I think so. You hear sometimes people killing partners or whatever. I'm not agreeing. I'm not justifying what they did, but something has been instilled. Like some trigger in the brain, some switch in the brain. Yeah, that has brought that. I can't understand it personally. But it does happen. I can't even accept it. Because if you think about it, let's say you've been in a relationship, maybe, I don't know, you got married to your partner, you've been together for 20 years, this guy's been abusing you every day, emotionally abusing you, financially abusing you. Or simple cheat. Cheat on you. After 20 years of marriage.
all God.
I guess you know.
But sometimes what happens is that you build that hatred, and then before you know it, it's like that person now is like your enemy.
I guess you can say that nobody knows what they're capable of.
Oh yeah.
And there's certain things that could push somebody else's limits.
Mm-hmm. I think when they say we shouldn't dwell in the past too much, it's for a reason. Because sometimes if you dwell on it too much, that past will end up kind of you won't see the future because you were still stuck in it, and then the only way you can move on from it is if maybe you have to do something about it.
Coming from like a religious background, I think there's a Bible verse that God talks about how He's forgotten our past, like He's scrubbed our past away. Most of us are looking back in our past is because essentially like the devil's like working on us, looking on the past and not focusing on the future. So I feel like kind of like a spiritual battle. If you're keeping looking at, if it's good past, you know, by all means. But if you're looking at things you've done wrong, things that you regret, essentially it's a spirit. I feel like it's a spiritual attack that essentially you need to pray about and ask God to help you keep your mind focused on the future. I think in terms of like, you know, not knowing what you're capable of, I think that also comes with prayer.
I feel like as much as we are good people, because obviously I think everybody has a good heart. Everybody has good in them.
But the world turns them cold. The world turns them cold.
But at the same time, we all have something that we can all have that dark side of us. We all can have it. It takes a lot to unleash it, but we can all have it.
Yeah.
You think about some people who you could never imagine doing the most evilest stuff.
I think it's a daily thing though to try and be good.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to work at it.
It's a choice.
Every day you kind of have to be, okay, I'm going to be a good person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you literally like, I know that sometimes I'm like,
yourself.
just be a good person. Like, just do something nice for someone else. You know, there's one thing that I want to do more of, and it's like, you know, helping people publicly, just doing simple acts of kindness. Like, I feel like that's how you show your Christianity in a bit, and I feel like too much of us don't do that. What's the wildest thing you did as a kid?
The wildest thing I did as a kid? I think I stole a Cadbury cream egg.
Why? Why?
I don't even know, you know. And I did it a couple times.
Why? Was it the thrill?
No,
I can imagine the thrill game.
No, and the thing is, I knew that I was stealing, but I don't know. I just ate it.
Did you eat it at the store?
Eh?
Did you eat it at the store when
I came out?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was only 7 or 8. And I stole a Game Boy Advance in one of my
Game Boy.
In one of my neighbours, one of babysitter's house.
Oh.
But the thing is, it was right under the bed, right under the far side.
Oh my god.
I was only like 7, so I think maybe in my head I didn't realise that I was doing.
Oh, okay, yeah.